Sup? Forget about it. That's right, we're back. Lethal Weapon. Forget about it. We're going to talk about it after the jump. Let's go.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I remember this song.
Right?
I remember this song.
This song was kind of fire.
It was.
People kind of low-key, I feel like people slept on this song.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a reason why I chose Man Eater for our intro song. But if you were so awesome to just watch our show before watching Lethal Weapon, I'm not going to spoil it for you yet. What's up, everybody? It's your man, Chaos J. And we are here with the Lethal Weapon after show.
Whoop, whoop.
To my left, I got
Whoop, whoop.
Pietra Elise.
It's Pietra Elise, everyone. You know where to find me. Instagram, YouTube. Still getting my thing going with Twitter, but Pietra Elise, I'm here.
Chaos J is all you need to know. Follow me on Twitter and the rest will come to you magically. All
Yes.
right, so we're talking forget about it. We've got a lot of stuff happening in this episode.
Yeah.
We find out that Rianna's been dating McNeely's son.
Yes.
McNeely is a longtime neighbor rival to Roger. So I don't
I'm
know.
feeling it. I'm feeling
Yeah?
it. I'm feeling it because I don't feel like we see enough of her. So this episode, we're able to see a little bit more of her. And I like the way everything was like introduced to us with the footprint on the fence. That was
Right.
pretty like cool.
The fact that Mr. McNeely has a foot fetish.
I know. That's weird.
Just
That's kind of weird. I mean, and he's a dentist, so like you're into teeth and feet. I mean,
teeth
come
and
on.
feet, bro. Teeth and feet. Okay, so we see that, but then we also see Riggs doing what he does best, being just a jack of all trades, master of none, and he's fixing his friend Molly's sink, or at least he's trying to.
right.
And obviously he doesn't really get it fixed, but Molly is a new character.
Yeah, she is. I'm liking her though.
I'm digging Molly.
I don't know why I feel bad for liking her because I like her for Riggs, but I kind of feel bad because I know like that's his best friend's like girl, but he left kind of thing. But I kind of like, I love their relationship.
I'm digging it. I'm
Yeah.
all in. So go ahead and count me Team Molly.
I love their relationship. I kind of would have been mad if I was her though. Like the way he left her, like I wonder who fixed that sink.
Right.
Because she's like by
Right.
herself, you
'Cause I
know?
low-key feel like it was worse. He left it in a worse condition
Than
you
what
know,
it was
than-
in the
than
beginning.
it was in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we've got Turboni. I don't remember his first name.
Turboni, I want to say Frank Turboni.
No, you're thinking about Frank Truno.
Oh, Truno. That's
We've
who I'm thinking
got-
about.
We've got the Turboni dude in the hospital.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And he's got a fork to the neck, hence the forget about it. He's got a fork to the neck. And we're trying to figure out who's behind this. What's going on? And we see I don't remember the husband's name, but we see the husband.
The other dentist.
Who's
what
the-
is his name?
No, was he a dentist?
He was a dentist too.
He was a dentist, that's right.
He was a dentist too.
So we see him, and his prints come up on this fork. So immediately all signs point to him.
Yep.
Now the funny thing is, he's dead as far as
They know.
legal documents is concerned. What's the haps? Right? Okay, so he's supposedly dead. We think that he's behind Turboni being stabbed right in the something artery, the cartoid something artery. Somebody in the chat, tell me exactly what that is.
The cartoid.
Yes, because I know I am jacking it up. Either way, because I was watching it, and as soon as it hit, he just dropped like a light, and I was like, oh no, where's the? where's all the gagging and all that. But if you hit someone in that artery, it's going right to the heart. It's a wrap.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like if somebody just chop you right here, that's it. Like, that's it.
And what was crazy was it was done so fast that he didn't even have a chance to pull his piece.
Right.
Because he was backing.
Right.
Okay, so we've got that going on. And then we get to see our awesome medical examiner, Scorsese, and he's working on a screenplay. Let's talk about it.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I always wondered what he did outside of his like. Yeah, I always wondered what else he do because I mean, I know he's just not doing that as a career, but it makes sense. He's so much like he can pass for a writer for sure.
Right.
And I love the fact. Well, we got the name revealed later, so.
Right. We'll save that. For a little bit later.
Yeah, but I love the fact that he is showing more to his character. I love the fact that he's writing about the people around him. I mean, that's
he's definitely drawing inspiration from everybody he deals with on a day-to-day basis.
And I love it because he's doing a great job. And like I said, I'm not surprised. Like, it matches his character.
Right. And even Captain Avery said, like, his writing was actually really good. It was solid writing. We come to find out that he's got a friend who used to work with the mob, but is kind of...
He's kind of
one
foot in, one foot in.
Exactly. He's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But now they're writing partners. And so with Scorsese's, police environment mixed with his mob environment, like they cooking up some hot fire.
Yeah, it works. But I would be scared to go into business or do any work with somebody like that because who's to say you won't get drugged back in? It's kind of tricky to go all in, like trust this person is going to be there. Like you're heavy in the streets. I mean, your history might follow you and we're somewhere writing and you don't have anything to do with it and you're involved with the LAPD. That's kind of like putting your job on the line a little bit.
You're kind of skating on thin ice with that.
Right.
So we find out that, his friend is still connected. And then we find out that there's a connection between Turboni's death and people in the mob. Or at least in this section outfit of the mob that he's still loosely affiliated with. Would you like to explain?
So the first time we see that connection is when, well... I don't want to say his name.
Go ahead. Let's just go.
Just go and just say it because I don't want to I don't want to give it away. But people have seen it.
The elephant in the room is we have all for 2 seasons or at least a season and a half been waiting to find out Scorsese's real name, and then we find out.
And we find out tonight
Scorsese's real name.
Right.
When he brings Riggs in to talk to his friend whose name I don't remember either. I'm terrible. But when they go sit down and he gives him the pep talk, hey, just let me run the run lead. Don't do anything crazy. Just be cool. Capiche? And I was like, okay, all right. Scorsese's in his element, and he's giving Riggs tips on what to do. I liked it. So as he greets him, he doesn't greet him as Scorsese.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what's going on, Bernard?
Yeah. I'm
like, oh, wow, that's what we're doing?
Right, and that's why I was like, I didn't want to say his name, but I was surprised. I wasn't even close last week. Like, I think I said Sean or something else. Like, I was not expecting Bernard.
I said Bartholomew, but I'm going to have to check it out again.
That is way out there. Where did you get that from?
Well, I knew it was going to be some cornball name.
Bernard?
Bernard is corny.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, shout out to the homie, but Bernard is corny.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, ooh, I met this fine dude last night, girl. Like, ooh, girl, what's his name? Bernard, girl. No one. That's not funny. That's never happened.
I honestly, I didn't know what to expect, but I wasn't expecting that. So they definitely, got us on that one.
Okay, so we got the live chat out.
Yes.
Shout out to Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
Tanya, I'm going to need you to give me the phonetic pronunciation of carotid artery, unless I just said it right, and I don't think I did. Anyways, so yeah, I knew it was going to be corny. It was going to be like Calvin or Bartholomew or Claude or
Claude. I know somebody named Claude.
My middle name is Claude. Shout out.
Yeah, my brother's name is Claude. I was like, I know somebody.
And I'm not going front. That's corny. Like, never once has anybody been, ooh, Claude.
I feel like everyone who doesn't like their first name has a nickname, though, so it worked. But when we did see him, like, and the guy said that, it threw me off. It threw Riggs off, too. He was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. I mean, not Riggs, Murtaugh. He was like, I forgot that we gave you a nickname. And that's when they went into the whole everything as far as, like, you know, trying to find out who this guy is. And, like, honestly, when that part happened, I was literally confused for a little while because I'm just like, if this guy used to be involved in the mob, I know he doesn't really like police. And now you're bringing this new guy in and he doesn't even know anything about Roger. So that was shocking to me. That was like, okay, cool. Like, I would have felt uncomfortable, like, dealing with the police and helping the police, knowing that I still have my foot in the kind of, like, I don't want anything to come back on me.
Right.
So I know he probably had that going on. But during that process, like, I guess that's the only option he had to try to figure out who this guy is.
Right. So they do a little bit of digging, and we find out that after they go and they talk to first off, they go to Large Mart, which is essentially Costco or Sam's Club, depending on, you know,
where you are.
What part of the U.S. you're in. They're at Large Mart, and it was super generic. Either way, they see our guy, and he's shopping, and he's doing his thing, and he's having a good time, which... I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he's getting samples.
That's what I'm like. He's just having a good old time.
But that's what you do when you go to Costco.
I get it, but I mean, he's like.
I mean, but he was for me when I go, which is rare, but I do go. I'm all in on them samples, as long as they're good. I mean,
you can literally have a whole meal at Costco.
I've heard stories about people going like, oh, it's lunchtime,
what?
and they go and they just.
Circle around.
They just do laps, and then they got their whole meal.
But don't you have to have a membership?
You do.
So I mean,
you can still have a membership and be broke.
I mean, yeah. I'm just saying you have a membership, so I mean, you're paying for the membership, right? Because I don't have a membership, so I don't know how it works. So yeah, but you're paying for the membership, so I mean, go get your samples.
Get them samples. He's getting samples. He's got pigs in the blankets cracking. He's getting diapers. Himself,
like having a great
he's
day.
Browsing around. They walk in, Riggs and Murtaugh, and immediately spot your boy. And right as they spot him, he sees them, and then they see the guys that are coming to take him out.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we just open fire in Large Mart, just pandemonium.
Right.
Which, again, I get it. I expect nothing less from the mob. But it's like, come on.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
We just gonna have an open
fire. Out of nowhere, he's like, just duck. And I'm like, oh my God, they're really doing this right now. Kids, anybody could have been around. Yeah. And Riggs getting up there doing his whole ordeal. I'm like,
I mean, but that's
wow.
what Riggs does.
It's so extra.
But Riggs is like, extra. That's like, why we
what?
like Riggs. That's
all
why,
of that, like
between Riggs and Murtaugh, that's what works, because Riggs is so extra and Murtaugh isn't.
It's like they balance each other out.
Exactly.
So I get it.
It's the yin to the yang, and the yang all up in this Lethal Weapon thing. Okay.
I get it.
So Riggs doing the Riggs thing. They go ahead, they get him, they take him in, and they start questioning him, and then as they start talking to him, they realize, yeah, this ain't our guy.
Yeah.
He's not the one. And then they go and they visit his wife, Adrianna, in the hospital, who's just had a baby.
But during that time, I think they pointed out something that I noticed. Like, I noticed it at first when he had the phone and she was like in the bottom left corner. I don't know if you caught that, but I noticed her and I'm like, wait, that's the lady who was in the hospital. And then they later on revealed her name and all that stuff. But I'm just like, I noticed that in the beginning, and they kind of like, the photo was edited in a way that you can tell it was her and him in the picture together, which I didn't see her on the scene in the store.
Yeah, no.
So I don't know how that picture came about. But yeah, that was just me like observing everything.
Right. Yeah. No, I didn't catch that either.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, that picture happened before, but that's just me paying attention to everything.
what was crazy is when they go back, because once they realize that it wasn't him, they go and they review the footage and they see that as she's being wheeled to her, probably to the delivery room where she's gonna, give birth, this chick swipes a fork right off of a tray, like it's nothing. We find out that Adrianna is top dog, hit woman,
The main one.
she's the real MVP, real deal. And she used to be like the top contractor for Frank, and his whole little outfit.
I was so like surprised. I was surprised. That caught me off guard because when Riggs went to go visit her in the hospital and was questioning her and everything, she's like, "That's not my husband. Couldn't be," and all this stuff. And I'm
you
like,
need to talk to him so he can explain. to
yeah,
you
and I'm
what's
like,
going on.
wow, like she really played that role.
She did, because I started believing
Me
her.
too.
Like, they
Me
got
too.
the wrong person.
Me too.
What's going
That's
on
so
right
embarrassing. And she knew what it was when the guy or whoever came in and was like, "Hey, the video footage is ready for you." Like
Right.
she knew right then she had to make a plan to exit, to go.
But again, she's a professional,
Yeah.
clearly. So this isn't her first rodeo at all. So like I said, they go, they talk to her husband, and then things start to reveal themselves. We find out that the FBI agent, played by Michael Beach, is it Michael Beach? It's Michael Beach, played by Michael Beach. We find out that he's really just there to try and get Frank Truno. Like, he doesn't even care about her.
Nothing.
He's not trying to get anybody else. He's just trying to figure out how he can get his inside track to Frank Truno. Because Frank Truno was the top dog in terms of the mob and that whole outfit that they've got going on.
But he's a part of the FBI, so I mean, they're not really helping each other at the end of the day. The LAPD is trying to get him before they get him.
Right. Well, and he actually kind of manipulates the LAPD, aka Riggs and Murtaugh, into getting her to flip, so that and getting as much intel as they can so that he can get closer to Frank Truno. So I mean, he was a master puppeteer, pulling all the strings. And okay, so Steven's saying, "I can't believe an FBI agent actually made the joke."
I know, right?
Exactly.
I know.
Exactly. Because they're always straight laced. I have yet to see like a loose, cool, chill FBI agent that's like having fun with his job. Like they're all just super serious. Anyways, so I lost my train of thought.
We also get to see, I was able to notice, one thing that I loved about this episode was I was able to see more of Riggs respect somebody for a change, because I saw the way that when Molly talks to him for whatever reason, he listens. Like, even when he...
Undivided attention.
Right. Even when he was babysitting and stuff and she went on her date and all that stuff, I really enjoyed to take him serious. Like, I really took him serious this episode. I'm like, wow, like, you're being responsible and babysitting someone's child.
Well, not only that, but then, when we see him talking to Cahill, we get, there's a lot more revealed, and that with that whole situation with him and, him feeling some kind of way because Molly's moved on.
And she's dating.
And she's out in the open market, and he's not.
And I even like wrote here in my notes, like, it was really refreshing to see him like concerned and wanting to help others. Like, he was really concerned. Like, he's like, oh, it's not for me. But even though I think the advice was kind of for him, it's not for me, it's for someone else. But it was just like, okay, I'm starting to see another side of him, which I needed to, because every week I'm getting more frustrated with him being sarcastic all the time, not taking life serious, not moving on with his life. So I was happy to see this side of him this episode.
Yeah, it was definitely refreshing. What else I liked was we got to see Riggs kind of a little jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was some jealousy. And I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't blame you. Molly was, Molly's a pretty lady.
But when she said what she said at that doorstep, as far as, look, I don't need you to be my father. He was like, all right, okay. Like, It was no pushback. It was no attitude. It was no sarcasm. I'm like, okay, I see who can get him in line.
Low key, but he still has some tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Steven said that she played Terminator, which means that she was the Terminator, I want to say in Terminator 3. I knew that she looked familiar, but didn't recognize her from Terminator 3. But hey, there you go. Anyway, so back to what we were saying. I liked that he still had some tricks up his sleeve, and we see him with the C block, when she comes home from the date, and he, C blocks that, good night kiss. But then we also see, but then we also see later on in the episode that he did a deep background search.
Oh yeah,
on her date.
And that's why I'm so confused, because I heard him say in this episode that, she's like a childhood sister to him. But for whatever reason, I'm not feeling that vibe. I'm not getting a sister, brother,
that's
homie
kind of
vibe.
But we've seen before in different situations where it's like, oh, that's just like, he like my brother. And then next thing you know.
Yeah, that's why I'm feeling the way I feel.
Your brother ain't your brother no more.
Exactly,
or your play brother, that is.
I don't know. This situation is tricky because she is, I don't know if she was the wife or the girlfriend of his best friend, which is his brother, his childhood friend. So I don't know if he would allow it to happen because of that. But you never know. They're both out there dating now, so you never know what could happen.
Not only that, but I've seen in real life and in movies and TV shows where sometimes the best friend... okay, hold on. Sorry about that. So we see sometimes where the best friend and or the brother to either the late husband or late boyfriend or whatever the case is, end up being the one that they step in to fill that void, but then they step in to fill that void. So it's not too uncommon, and I don't know. Like, I'm not even gonna be salty about it.
I'm a woman at the end of the day, so I
Since
just
we're not getting him and Palmer. Clearly, him and Cahill's not gonna pop off anytime soon.
Yeah,
I'm all in with some Molly.
I mean, I think they should bring somebody else in. I don't know, because I mean, what if his friend pops back up? I mean, we didn't really get a full closing episode on that. I mean, he just left, but where did he go? He may pop back up. So, I mean, it may be some drama on the way.
But you know what, though? I'm not worried about it. I'm pretty sure Riggs can handle it. Steven's saying that Cahill's in game. You might be
You never know. I mean, because Riggs is starting
at the end of the day, she's going to be the one that knows everything there is to know, all the inner workings of Riggs and all that. However, do you really want someone, like, yes, we all say, oh, I want someone that knows me. But at the same time, do you really want someone that's going to...
everything,
because think about when you guys go to get in arguments and stuff. Then when you get in arguments, you're going to feel like they're not really listening to you. They're diagnosing you. They're treating you. They're just working at that point.
Yeah. I mean, and at this point...
they're analyzing you, so to speak.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
So, I don't know. At one point, I was team Cahill.
I mean,
all day,
I don't know. I mean, he's starting to open up now, so I feel like I'm able to see a more mature side of him that she may be a little attracted to, because she seems like very serious, mature, like, about her stuff. So you never know, but I'm really thinking it's going to be something. It's going to be a love triangle with him, Molly, and his brother. So we'll see. We'll see. Exactly.
Still Team Palmer, but hey, until Palmer comes back, Tanya, I'm right there with you. Molly all day. So we're talking about being mature and whatnot. Rianna, let's talk about that.
Yes.
So the guy, I'm just terrible with names today.
I don't remember his name either.
Minnie McNeely.
Yeah.
McNeely's son, Cameron.
Is it Cameron?
I think it's Cameron.
Huh.
If not, I made that up. It sounds good, so we're going with it. So Cameron, we find out we see Murtaugh outside, and then he's talking to Mr. McNeely, and Mr. McNeely has got his little recorder, and he's bugged his son's phone, so he's listening in, and we think they don't know.
Yeah,
but we find out that they know as they're talking, and we hear her say, "Well, homecoming's still so far away. I don't know if I can wait that long." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
Mind you, McNeely's all rigs with it, like, "Yeah, let's just go in there right now. Let's kick the door down." And Murtaugh's like, "No, patience. Let's wait until we find out what the intention is." And then that's when they drop that line. They bust up in the place. They sitting on the bed all innocent.
Waste of time.
Not saying I'm gonna be that cool with a dude chilling in my daughter's room on the bed, but when it comes to maturity, they were just really setting a trap.
Yeah, they were setting a trap, but like Roger said, like, why is he even up here? How did that even happen? I mean, my thing is,
and the door was closed.
I would have been asking questions prior to that, like. Because when did you even get in the house, young man? Like, that would have been me. That would have been my parenting.
He was so hot that I don't think he was even thinking about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we later find, then he grounds her.
Which you knew was not going to be.
Yeah, it was not gonna
Trish
stick.
is not going to.
And then Trish shuts that whole game down.
Right.
She's like, first off, I gave them permission. I knew he was up there. So I'm going to need you to chill out. And they still going to homecoming. I always wonder
how is that in the household where it's like you say one thing to your kid and then your kid runs back to the other parent and like, hey, like, I don't want to. And now all of a sudden, does it become a thing where your kid doesn't respect you because she knows that I can just go back to mom?
Of it being a matter of not respecting one parent over the other. I just think it's knowing what you can get away with one versus the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, all kids do it. Ultimately, it's up to the parents to be.
I'm asking you because you're the one with the kids,
right?
So you would know.
I mean, but it depends because there's times where I play the good guy, and then there's times where I play the bad guy.
Yeah. What would you have done in this situation? You kick it in, your daughter. How would you?
Yeah, if I was already spying, and right, I'm jumping all over the conclusion pool. I'm just jumping head first. And I'm losing my cool or whatever. But before I go completely just ape shit, I'm gonna probably go and talk to her mom. Like, okay, so what's up? What's going on here? What do I need to know before I make my decision on who's getting grounded and who's going, have a knuckle sandwich? So.
I feel that.
All right. Oh, and the his friend is Nick. That's his friend's name.
Who's friend?
Bernard's. Scorsese, his writing is Nick. I wrote it down. I don't know why I didn't look at that before.
Wow. All this time.
All this time. And speaking of time, let's jump back. History's critically acclaimed series, Vikings, is going to return for a 2-hour season premiere airing Wednesday, November 29th, at 9 p.m., okay? Season 5 is beginning with Ivar, the Boneless, asserting his leadership over the great heathen army, while Agertha reigns as queen of Kattegat.
Okay.
I might have butchered that one. But Ivar's murder of his brother, Sigurd, sets the stage for vicious battles to come as Ragnar's sons plot their next moves after avenging their father's death. Bjorn follows his destiny into the Mediterranean Sea, and Floki, who is suffering from the loss of his wife Helga, takes to the seas because he's sad and he's trying to just get over all of it. Submitting himself to the will of the gods, like, just take the wheel, gods. I can't do this anymore. I miss my dead wife. Okay. The season is full of startling alliances and unbelievable trails as the Vikings fight to rule the world. Now, This season is even more exciting because we've got Jonathan Rhys Meyers, who's going to join the cast as Bishop Hemond this season, all right? Season 5, 10 episodes of just Viking awesomeness. Again, airing this Wednesday, November 29th, so it's coming up.
Nice.
All
Sounds
right,
good.
tune into that thing live. History is not playing around, guys.
They're not.
All right, 2-hour season premiere, and we've really got to find out who will rise, who is going to rise to the occasion and just take over. All right, History's Vikings 2-hour season premiere. I can't say it enough. Wednesday, November 29th, 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central on History.
Nice.
Tune in, get those bars. Okay. Now, back to Lethal Weapon.
Yes.
All right. Now, Frank Truno, who, Michael Beach, FBI agent, has been trying to get to all along, shows up.
Yeah.
He's back in town.
Yeah, and the way he shows up is kind of like creepy.
Walks in the restaurant right in the middle of a brainstorm writing session between Scorsese and Nick. I refuse to call him Bernard because that's really weird. He just barges in, and and I'm not gonna lie, the geek in me, because I love my gadgets. When he takes, and first off, I got nervous when he's like, "Oh, so you're writing now? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay."
I thought he was gonna break it.
And he picks it up. First off, I'm like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, it's just animated." And I thought he was going to start reading it and realize, no, this ain't animated.
Oh yeah.
Y'all talking about some real deal stuff.
Yeah.
And he was going to lose it, and then off with the heads.
But that's
deal.
because they like kept it going for him to believe, oh, it's just nothing. You know,
Right.
if they wouldn't have kept it going, I seriously believe he would have read
He
it.
would have read it.
Yeah.
Not only that, but for some reason, the whole time, I'm not even concerned for my man's safety, Scorsese, or his homeboy Nick. I'm just like, please don't break this Surface. Please. Like, that's the new Surface Pro. Like, please don't break that Surface. I have a Surface. I love my Surface. I want to get that new Surface. And I was like, I was so happy when he gave me back the Surface. Like, why don't you get out of here?
Yeah.
Respecting Nick, because he slid him some bills. Like, yo,
But did you see those
I need
bills,
you to take
though?
care of it.
I
It
literally
just
was
like a
like,
couple hundred,
I was like,
though.
okay, $200.
Well,
Like-
it was more than that though, right? I figured it was like at least like 5 or 6. Like, it was folded up. I mean,
I'm just like, if you want me to do something like that, I'm putting my life at risk. I'm going back in the game. And he tried to say like, hey, that's not a part of my life
he did,
anymore.
and that's why I was gonna say,
Yeah.
shout out to Nick, because he was like, yeah, I'm not really in that line of work, and I
Right.
didn't expect him to say that.
Yeah.
That's
That's really good, because I know if I couldn't imagine, but I know if I was in that situation, what do you do? I mean, this is the guy who can pretty much kill you right here.
So here's what you do. You say, yeah, man, I'm not really in that line of work, so I don't think I can help you out. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. Why, you can't help me out because you're a writer? And you're like, yeah, I'm trying to be a writer. I'm trying to make movies and TV shows and entertain the world. And he's like, oh, that's cute. So go ahead, take that money, and I'm going to need you to go ahead and take care of Adrianna.
And if he didn't? That's my thing. Like, I mean, would you just shoot me right here, or like what?
Pretty much.
I don't believe he would have did that.
I mean, he just kind of he let him say what he had to say, and he's like, yeah, okay, whatever, dude. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and do what I told you to do, and that's what I'm gonna be like. Hey, he think he got mind control, but he'd be like, shut up. But when he leave, I'll be quiet again. So when he leave, I'm gonna be killing again because he told me to do what he told me to do, and I want to wake up tomorrow. So I'm just saying that's how I would have played it.
Yeah.
So Beach, FBI dude, because I don't know his name, dangles this whole witness protection option to Riggs to use to try and lure Adrianna in and telling them what they need to know about Frank. You know, like, I'm prepared to offer her Witsec and this and that and blah, 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 blah. Like, he's offering the house, the whole car, and everything. And that's exactly what happens. But when she gets in there, her being who she is, she's not going to show her whole hand.
Yeah.
She doesn't give him anything he can work with. So he's like, but she told on herself, so she's going to jail.
Yeah. And that was kind of messed up because now Riggs have made all these promises to her that he can't keep. But he didn't know. But he did say, and she knew it. She said, I mean, you can't do anything for me. But he did say, oh, we have FBI in town, so maybe he could. So he did keep it real with her. But at the same
Beach
time,
was running game.
Oh, yeah, he was. He was there to get what he needed and bounce.
All day. And ultimately, I mean, he did. So we see that they decide, okay, we're taking her into custody. They let the husband go, and he's gonna get to go and pick up their daughter. But she's going into custody. They get in the elevator, and he's feeling some kind of way, and then we just see that look on her face, and I'm like, oh damn. And
I just thought, honestly, she was gonna do something later, but not right then. Like, I'm just thinking,
but that's the one chance that she had to get away.
Yeah.
So I mean, she was smooth.
She was.
I don't know when she had the time
to do that, right? To take it out,
the actual pin portion out of the pen.
Maybe when she was walking, because she's famous for swiping stuff off the table.
Oh yeah, she's swiping.
So maybe she had her cuffs on and just swiped it, and when she was sitting down,
all I know is she got up out them cuffs.
Yeah.
And knocked my man upside his head. Yeah. I'm glad she didn't kill him.
Yeah, and that's what I was wondering. I was like, is he dead or all we saw was a bruise?
I knew that she was going to try and do something to get away, but I felt like if you kill him, whatever opportunity you might have to redeem yourself and get out of jail and not be a fugitive, you're going to just kill it.
Oh yeah.
So.
But she had already knew she had did that once she hit him, whatever. She already knew her chances was gone.
Right.
Even like a little in when she left to go back to the hospital, like literally he like called her on the radio and she's like, my chances are already gone. Like she's done.
Right.
I didn't think, honestly, I would have been surprised to see her kill anyone. I know what they were saying. She was the top dog and all this. But she did not look like it, and I'm just like, I don't believe it.
She's supposed to be unassuming.
I get it, but I'm like, I was just waiting to see. Like, I wanted to see it happen. I didn't believe
you wanted to see her just. Mark some people.
Yeah.
Just pop.
I didn't believe it.
Well, hey, she did walk up on Frank.
But I mean, they were a thing though. They were a thing though, right?
They were, and that's what we get to find out. We find out that they had a relationship. And she ended up leaving him, and he was mad, ultimately, not because he stopped working for her, but he's mad because you left me for this dude.
Yeah.
You left me for this square over here. But you know what that reminds me of? Anybody out there in the chat, Tanya, Steven, Marvin, anybody remember Kill Bill? In Kill Bill with Uma Thurman, when she finds out she's pregnant, she leaves Bill, who was a ruthless killer and has his own mob, his own little, clique of killers. She leaves him to go start another life, and she ultimately tries to start another life with another dude that's low-key a square.
Norbit.
Norbit.
In that movie, Eddie Murphy is he? No, I'm just saying. Like I know what you're saying, but I'm saying in Norbit,
I got you.
Eddie Murphy is the square.
He's a square, right? So basically, and then he gets mad and he comes back and he's trying to kill. Now I don't think he really was going to kill her husband because he did have him hostage. Yeah, I don't think he intended on really killing her husband.
It was just to get back at her.
But Tanya, you kill him. You've never seen Kill Bill? Oh. Oh, my heart. Oh,
never
my
seen
heart
any of those movies.
Definitely go see Kill Bill Volume 2 is a classic.
I've seen Kill Bill like bits and pieces, but it's okay, Tanya. I'm with you, girl. But literally, Norbit is so funny. You have to go see that one. Like, it's super. It is so funny.
Pow tap.
It is so. See?
No.
It was funny.
Okay, so let's just wrap this up real quick. She comes in, heater in hand, ready to just take Frank out. He's salty.
She wasn't gonna do it. I feel like
mad.
she still loves him. Okay, sorry. Go.
She might have a soft spot for him, but ultimately she knew that, you know, she's trying to start a family and she doesn't really want to be about that
He
life.
wasn't gonna kill her either, because if they were gonna do it, as soon as she hit the door, he would have told his people.
Right. Pop, pop. Exactly. But that didn't happen. We've got, you know, our dynamic duo already in pursuit. They show up, and because Scorsese is referred to Murtaugh safe, Trish, when she was telling him, like, you know, my dad didn't like you when we first got together because you were safe. So everybody keeps repeating how he's safe. So now he's got something to prove.
Insecurities now.
So,
though.
you know, we see when when we get the whole car swerving with Scorsese, he's trying to be reckless because even Scorsese says he's safe. And then fast forward to now where they're in pursuit, they're in the building, and he's like, yeah, you know what? I got an idea, but might be a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Riggs goes give him a leg up, and he's like, yeah, I don't need a player. Jumps up in the vents, and he's counting the dudes off. Now, in true Murtaugh fashion, he was smooth. He was doing it.
And something
happened. And then his belt gets caught on some kind of pipe or something, and
he's like three.
Right. He legit falls right through the vent. Kills the whole element of surprise, but it doesn't matter because you know he's busting shots from the top. It was classic. I loved it. Riggs comes in. He's getting all the other dudes on the ground. It was everything.
Level. But why every time we have a killing scene though, it's always this Italian music playing and the most like I don't know if you dramatic.
But
like
it's the build up. You gotta get it.
I'm like, okay.
I'm all in. I'm loving it because it gets you in action, and you're like, oh. The only thing missing, because they've got the jumps, the guns, the bullets, everything. The only thing we're missing is white doves. So
now
Matt
that
Miller,
would have
throw some white doves in there. Let's get John Woo with it.
They even had the baby in there, like the most.
Right, and it was crazy. Is I see the baby in the car seat. I'm like, oh, I got that car seat.
Wow,
dad stuff. No, anyways, in conclusion, they're able to get Frank Truno. The charges are dropped for the most part. They're going to get the witness protection. The family's going to stay together.
She can get what she wants.
Murtaugh's on board. Raj is on board. We see Rianna, aka Chandler Kenny, looking lovely. In her
Isn't
nice
she cute?
dress. I like the fact that she didn't have the the foo over the top. No, that was funky. I was liking it.
Yeah, she looks nice. That's age appropriate.
I was happy.
Age appropriate.
Your boy showed respect.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
ended
We had a
well.
nice, happy ending.
Yes.
And then we find out that Riggs with the C block had your boy.
We are gonna make like a vocabulary library just for you, and
let's
like
do
put
it
a
all
new
day.
word in there
All
every
day.
week.
So
C
we see that he had Chip or Chet, whatever the guy's name was. He gets slammed on unpaid parking tickets. Right as Molly's trying to call him to cancel some dates or cancel the date. And then we find out from Molly that Riggs has got a long history of blocking. Long history. So that lets us know that he has a soft spot, and it ain't a sister soft spot.
Okay.
It's I want to be your man soft spot.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just waiting for the episode when they get together and we have a problem with the brother. I mean, I'll just say I told you guys so.
If he gets to have a relationship with Molly and that's the worst of the issues that he has to deal with,
you will take it.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah,
because Riggs got this.
Yeah, I mean, he
Team
needs
Molly
something. He needs something to get it together.
All right, so more to come. We're gonna see more of Molly, more action. And hopefully we're gonna get a little bit more Scorsese
Yeah.
and his story. Is still working on it. He's kind of gonna change it up a little bit. We find out after, you know, he feels like, I kind of been there, done that now.
Yeah.
So he's ready to switch it up. So let's see what direction his story takes. Shout out to Steven. Shout out to Marvin. Shout out to Tanya for joining us in the
Yay!
chat.
Thank you all so much. You've been amazing.
Don't forget
Go see Mart.
History's Vikings, Wednesday, November 29th. Check it out. 2-hour season premiere for the 5th season.
2 hours.
Okay.
Woo.
And again, every Tuesday, we are here.
8
Lethal
o'clock.
Weapon. Watch it live. That's the only way to watch it. Then you come and you join us live here at AfterBuzz. I've been your host, Chaos J. You can find me on Twitter, which is the gateway to everything else that I'm on. And where can they find you?
I'm Pietra Elise. You know, you can find me, my main source of social media platform, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all the same thing, Pietra Elise TV.
All right, real quick, shout out to Alexis, who
Shout
could
out,
not be here with us.
Alexis.
Shout out to Candace, who could not be here with us.
We miss
but
you.
We're thinking about you. We miss you. We heart you, and we will see you on
We
the next
heart
one.
you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Lethal as F, and we are out.
Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.